Good.
Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. It's your boy Ralph, aka Mr. Indeed.
You already know it's your boy Antoine, aka Mr. Parker. And like normal guys, we're here for a good time, not a long time. And we promise to always keep it.
Real, raw, and relevant. Welcome to today's episode of the Rated R Podcast, and we got an exciting one for you. First off, Red looking for his bag to put over his head. That's what he looking for.
Yeah, I think the score's 17-0 right now.
New Orleans Aints. They trying to beat the S off y'all. And I'm
I
talking
just
about
know.
the S at the front and the back. You just gonna be the New Orleans Ain't.
It's fourth and goal. They might well go for it. I don't need to kick a field goal. Just go for it. Put us out
Who
of our
y'all?
misery. Nah,
Yeah. So
see
Red,
when I finish.
Red, I promise you this is one exciting episode for me. I am so ready because I know that we are on two opposite sides of the fence with some discussions we gonna have today. I am hands down Team Kmart.
Your team light skin.
Well,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, team light skin.
Yeah, I don't like the way you said that.
I'm putting on for the nappy head brothers today.
Hey, bro, you ain't gonna do that now.
Nappy roots.
You ain't gonna do that now. Cause at the end of the day, I know I ain't Team Drake. I'm Team Kendrick. How about that?
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about basketball because I'm a
Okay then.
win. It's like I won in that one. I'm a win in this one.
Boy, you crazy out your head. Now listen, let's get into it, cuz. So this Draymond Kenyon Martin beef. So it all started, Kmart was ragging on Nick Young about his championship and how he wasn't important. And, you know, Draymond came to Nick Young defense like, you know, Nick Young was this swing player in which Draymond called it. He called him a swing player, a player who swing series and stuff like that. And so, Draymond kind of felt offended because he had felt like Kenyon had been throwing some shots at him, over the years. And he felt like the Gills Arena had been throwing shots at him over the years. And I'm going to say this, bro. Draymond is hands down the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors. And what I mean by that is Steph Curry is the motor that make the Golden State Warriors run. But I feel like Draymond brings that fire. He brings all that to the Warriors. Now, what I will tell you is this, and I'm gonna be honest with you here. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we start discussing because they got another version of Draymond on the Warriors now called Jimmy Butler. And we all know about Jimmy Buckets. But that's another discussion for another day. I'm Team Kmart. Everything for the most part that Kmart said was right. And I don't care how you feel about it.
Alright. So first off, he called Draymond a fake tough player. Cool. That's neither here neither there. I mean, Draymond probably the only one in the league still punching folks. Whether they smaller and you want to say he picked on somebody little, he's still the only one straight up punching folks. He's still the only one calling folks pussies to their face and all of that. So it's kind of hard to say.
Down Shador, my bad. Touchdown. Granted, he playing my 49ers, but I'm rooting for my boy Shador today. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead.
I guess it was time. So we getting all that. So before we even, what I want to talk about is what is the real argument we finna have? Because I know good and doggone well you're not gonna tell me that Kenyon Martin was had a better career than Draymond Green. Now, if you want to say he was a better player for his, nope, can't even say that. I can't even say he was a better player for his system. because I disagree with that. Draymond is better in his system than Draymond. Probably the best Robin you can ever have on your team. Just being real. Just being real. And when I say Robin, you can't say folks like Kobe and Shaq because neither one of them wanted to be Robin. We talking about somebody who accepted their role and played it to the fullest. You name somebody who done it better than Draymond.
Bro, I don't
I'm listening.
think. Are you saying Draymond better than Scottie Pippen? Because to me, Scottie Pippen is
His
a Robin.
role. In his role. Did Scottie Pippen know he was a Robin? Probably so. Scottie Pippen, matter of fact, if you want to say 1A and 1B, I get it. We talking about in their role, playing it to the fullest. In their role. He top
Bro,
he top five. I put Pippen up there. That's fine. You Draymond got to be in the conversation, and we're not dismissing Clay
cause I
because
was
he was
finna
a
say,
Robin to both. No, because he was a Robin to both of them. Draymond connection with Curry is unimaginable, in my opinion. And when you can find somebody who is unselfish like Draymond, look at the success of the team.
see, I should have talked to Myron before we had this conversation.
He was gonna be on my side.
That's what I should have did. I should have talked to Myron before we had this conversation. So here's my problem, right?
Go ahead, because I'm ready to get into these stats. Go ahead.
So I'm not gonna talk about stats. I'm not gonna talk about none of that. What I will say, Red, is this is what I want people to understand. Yes, Draymond has done something as a second round pick. I get it. He want to talk about he a second round pick who made it. And listen, game 7, when they lost to Cleveland, when they was up 3-1, I think Draymond had something like almost a triple double. I think he had like 32, 11, and 9 or something like that. But I'm like Kenyon now. Let's talk basketball. Let's not talk accolades. Let's talk basketball. Bro, think about the amount of times you leave Draymond Green open and you hoop, right? You we done talked about all your hoop at USM and this, that, and the third and blah blah blah. Bro, you cannot tell me as a basketball player, if people left you open all the time, what would you score?
If people left me open,
Yes.
I don't know. I definitely air double digits though.
You see what
If
I'm
you just
saying?
want to be
And
open,
so like we can't we the Draymond to me is like Dennis Rodman. He an agitator. He gonna rebound. He gonna do what he can. Draymond's job is to aggravate the other team, get inside the other team head, upset the other team. Again, to me, Draymond Green is the heart and soul as far as the fire starter for the Golden State Warriors. But I don't think Draymond can hold a player like Kenyon Martin, in my opinion. And let me get into why. Red, let's talk about Draymond against that era of basketball, right? You think Draymond can hold Shaq?
in real life terms, no.
Do you think Draymond can hold KG?
He'll have a better chance than with Shaq.
Do you think he can hold Tim Duncan?
I mean, am I comparing this to Shaq or just these people?
No, like these people, these are the legends.
Okay, so wait. All right, I'm gonna answer no. Then I'm gonna see where you're going with this. No.
So, in my opinion, like Draymond brought up all stars.
Uh huh.
Red, what we call all stars, there's no way in the hell nobody can tell me. I understand Draymond being a 1 or 2 time All Star because he was on them dominant Warrior teams. But you gotta think about it. The whole Hawk starting lineup was an All Star when they was winning and they lost to LeBron now. But bro, come on now, All Star. Let's think about the people who got passed over. You telling me Draymond a better player than those people? Cause
That year, yeah, yeah.
man,
So let me go back to your first part. So you asked me. could Draymond hold these people as if first off anybody could hold them, but let's be realistic, as if Kenyon can hold them. So Kenyon can hold Shaq after Shaq dunked on all five of them.
Cuz no.
Okay, and you tell me Kenyon can stop KG,
Cuz have you, bro? Do you?
bro? Didn't you just ask me? I'm
I didn't
asking you.
say stop anybody,
Okay, you said that's what you asked me. Can he
but
hold them?
I'm telling you that Kenya will hold up to them way better than Draymond would.
Coming from the person that's okay. I'm glad you said that. So we talking about a five-time all defensive first teamer compared to zero. I'm just saying now, this individual, this ain't team, this individual effort. This individual effort. Nine-time all defensive team compared to a zero. Won a defensive player of the year compared to a zero. How does that not? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. Are you trying to tell me they got that because Shaq wasn't in the league?
Hey,
When you got
so
people like Joker doing crazy things, you got the league now is way more developed than it was then when it comes to talent.
right, but it's less physical. But there's
But you
another
talking like
discussion for another
you
day.
this man
Oh,
leads the world in technical fouls. He's definitely physical.
cuz technical fouls just mean that you cussing and irate. That
No,
don't
he do
mean that
good.
you ain't no, bro.
My bad.
Bro, come on now.
He probably lead the league in flagrants too.
Cuz
Let's talk about that. All
this
right,
right here,
we can
this can
go to
get you a tick,
flagrants.
bro.
We can go to flagrant. I bet you he top five in flagrants too.
Bro, is that a good thing, Red?
That's physical. We talking physical.
Listen, Red. This is what I'm saying to you, right? I understand what you're saying about Draymond being this defensive player, this, that, and the third. But you, sir, are somebody who talk about rules or rules all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
If I asked you, if I say, hey, Red, the only thing you got to do is defend and rebound. That's all I'm looking for you for. Everything else is a plus.
Right.
You and then they told me, hey, Ralph, all you got to do is score. Defense, just don't get killed on defense, but I want you to make sure that you score. Bruh, of course you're going to be a better defender than me because that's your job. Of course.
So so tell me this then. So tell me this. So how does somebody like I guess we're gonna say Jordan, who has what 15, 16,
Yes.
but he's on the team to score, but he still
Yes.
plays defense and make all defensive team.
Yes.
What is Kenyon Martin excuse?
What you mean?
We can say Kobe. Kobe got more defensive teams than Kenyon Martin. What is his excuse? We talking about folks that jack it up now. You on the team to score. What's
Red.
Kenyon Martin's excuse?
Red. Now you do realize we're in an era of positionless basketball where the last all defensive team was almost all guards.
I mean, that's who holding the ball the most.
But
But
that's
we
what I'm
talking about.
saying. Like
So we
back
talking
back
about in that
then,
time, and back then the big men had the ball. Big men was important. Why he
no,
don't have all?
Red. No. Red. How many now back then we know that all-star games was all-star games. You had a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, a power forward, and a
Right.
center.
So it's safe to say with his one All Star, he was
So
the best one year.
so here's my question to you. If Draymond switched places with Kenyon Martin and was in that era, would Draymond make an all-star team?
Would Draymond make one?
Yes.
Possibly. If we go off of the year he had, that great year he had with the Warriors, just like you just talked about, when they was actually depending on him to score. Yes, he could have made it that
Bro,
year.
we
The
we
same
are
amount as
talking
Kenyon
about
Martin has made.
power
1 year.
forwards.
Yes, 1 year. You
Bro,
saying back then?
KG, Tim Duncan, bro, that's 1 and 2 every year. There's no way.
Okay, so even if you are, let's take that away. If you put Kenyon Martin in his spot now, we having the same conversation. He's still not making an All Star.
Bro, if I told Kenyon Martin all he had to do was defend and
You
rebound,
can't tell. You can't tell that person that. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about a first round, first pick. You can't tell that person that all we need you to do is this. He's not that type of player. So matter of fact, I want to sum it up with in their roles. Draymond being a second round pick succeeded more in his draft than Kenyon Martin did being the first pick. Point blank. Point blank. Whether you want to add the rings or not, you got four, you got zero. You led your team in scoring maybe once. Draymond didn't lead his team in score. If we're not gonna go down the accolades because you feel like it's an advantage because you say that's team, as they saying that's team accomplishment more than one person accomplishment. But the fact remained the same. That team didn't make all defensive. He did.
Red, red. Kenyon Martin didn't play with the greatest shooter alive, bro.
Kenyon Martin
Kenyon
played with
Martin
one of
didn't
the best.
play with the
Played with one
second
of the best.
greatest shooters alive.
He played with one of the best point guards alive.
Exactly, cuz point guard, which is somebody who got the ball all the time.
It can get it in your
Draymond,
hands.
Draymond is someone who held the ball for the Warriors. He is the person who. That's why his connection with Steph is so great, cuz.
Right. So maybe Kenyon Martin should have passed the ball a little more.
Oh my god, bro, come
I
on.
mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I put it like this. But what I'm saying is, so if if on my side I got two of the greatest shooters, I do what it takes for my team to win. I'm gonna
Okay,
give you 10 to 12 points. I'm gonna
okay.
give you 10 rebounds. I'm gonna probably give you 3 assists. I mean, 6 assists a game, and I'm probably gonna lead the team in steals as well. I'm playing every role I need to play to succeed on my team. I'm gonna take that career over you averaging 30 and making it to the finals one time. And you didn't average 30, but I'm just giving you, just throwing a big number out there. You got to touch the ball a lot more, and what did that result in? It resulted in the same thing. No rings. You sitting on the couch, and you talking about what you could have done. If you put Kenyon Martin on the Warriors, do he get those rings? I would not say yes. I would not say yes at all because you needed somebody who can actually shoot the ball. At that moment, Draymond could actually shoot the ball. Draymond was hitting threes. Draymond was doing, you could not leave Draymond open in 2016.
Cuz stop saying you can't leave Draymond. They was leaving Draymond open in 2016. Was he making you pay? Yes. But you act like they was checked, bro. Draymond ain't been checked since he been in the NBA.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Draymond was a threat in 2016. Point blank.
So the year they lost the 3-1 lead, he was a threat.
And look what happened when he started scoring more like Kenyon Martin. Look at the results. Pass the ball. That's the point. Pass the
Oh
ball.
my god. Oh my
Pass the ball.
god.
That's how we sum this up. But no,
Simple
like I
man.
said, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real. My argument stays the same. Kenyon Martin versus Draymond Green, 1-on-1. I'm taking Keyon Martin as in talent wise. But that's really still hard to say because Kenyon Martin can't shoot. So you give me the Draymond that was confident in his jumper, not Draymond now, but the Draymond that was confident in his jumper. I think he gives Kenyon Martin a run for his money. Do I think Kenyon Martin is a little more physical? Absolutely. He's definitely more athletic. Kenyon Martin can't dribble. Draymond can dribble. Kenyon Martin can't shoot. Draymond can kinda shoot. Draymond can kind of shoot. Do I think Draymond has better defensive IQ? Absolutely. I feel like his IQ is way higher when it comes to basketball. I feel like he would figure out Kenyon Martin before Kenyon Martin ever figured him out. Point blank.
Cuz what you mean figure him out? He ain't gonna do nothing but leave him open.
That's foolish because you go by the roll up. If, like I said, we taking that year that he was confident in hitting his jumper, you leave him open all you want.
Red, we can't just go by 1 year,
I
Red.
I promise you, we can go by. We can leave Kenyon Martin open shooting jumpers.
We can leave Draymond open shooting jumpers right now,
I
too.
promise you, I promise you, my money on Draymond over King Martin shooting jumpers.
Man.
Come on,
Bro,
argue that. So,
bro.
so
We
you
talking about
taking you
3-point
taking
jumpers or just jumpers?
period.
Well, absolutely not. Draymond Kenyon Martin had a mid-range, Red.
Yeah. Right, right, right. 2 steps in and dunking.
Now we talking about the three, maybe. But Kenyon Martin can
Man,
shoot the
that
mid-range,
man,
man.
that man. You acting like he was a pick and pop type guy. He wasn't. He wasn't. He was not no pick and pop.
Bro, everybody just know Kenyon Martin from the dunks where he trying to tear the
That's what he
rim
was
down
about.
and stuff like
Stop.
that.
Don't try to come
But
up with new
Kenyon
stuff.
Martin was a defender, bro.
All right, he was a defender, but he's not all defensive. There's a difference.
Cause this is what I can tell you. I don't think Draymond is all defensive if he switched with
That's
Kenyon
your
Martin and had to
that's
play
your
those
fault.
people.
That's your fault. That's we talking 9 all defensive compared to 0.
All right. Well, I mean, you at the end of the day, you can't argue with stats because stats is
Thank you.
stats.
I'm
But
glad
I'm
we on the
just
same.
saying, what I'm saying is, if we talking about the player, I'm taking Kenyon Martin every day of the week.
And if we talking about the player and my team, I'm going with Draymond.
See, you trying to keep talking about team, we talking about individuals. And I think that's the
I
problem. Kenyon
got
is
a
talking
team.
about individual. Draymond is talking about team. That's the problem. Individually, Draymond is not better than Kenyon Martin. Individually. Team, absolutely. Because you got Steph, you got Clay. Of course you
Uh,
better.
okay, so does basketball consist of 1 versus 1 or 5 on 5?
It depends on when you're playing. Because we play one-on-one
No, it
all the
don't.
time.
Ain't no such thing as NBA 1-on-1.
Cuz, do we play one-on-one when we outside the basketball
We
court? Yes or
talking
no?
and can we have arguments that people gonna care about who better, me versus you, because of 1-on-1? No. NBA is what matters. Championships is what matters. Your accolades matter. I hate when people try to take away if you take away those, and if I take away what? My accomplishments that now
Bro,
now you can compare to me?
again, I'm telling you, I agree with you 100%. Draymond is accomplished. He has all the team accolades. He has been put in a situation to be this person that he is. If Draymond is not drafted by the Warriors, do you think Draymond is the same player?
Probably not if he don't have them type of first off, like I said, Draymond didn't come in the league just handing the ball over the curb. I don't know why people thinking that. He did not. That wasn't his first step.
I know, cuz his first couple seasons he didn't even play.
Okay, so when he started playing again, he was part of the three. It wasn't no Clay and Curry show. It was all three of them. Like he
I
said,
agree.
they needed him. He had a role to play.
I
He
agree.
played his role well. If he didn't perform, and we're not talking about just defensive, if he didn't score as well, they lose. Let's stop acting like he didn't score. Let's stop. Matter of fact, I remember I pulled it up. Let me go back to it because we talking best season. We talking
Hey,
best
listen.
season.
Now I know we talking about stats, right? But you do realize that Kenyon Martin individual defensive rating is better than Draymond's regular season and postseason.
No
Okay. Check the stats on that one then.
defensive. Here we go. Best season. Points per game. 16.7 to Draymond's 14. Rebounds. 10 to Draymond 9.5. Assists. 2.6 to Draymond's 8.9. Steals. 1.5 to Draymond's 2.0. Blocks per game. 1.7 to Draymond's 1.4. Total points. Whatchamacallit has played 1 season less, and he has almost 500 more points. The thing that he don't do, score. He almost got 500 more, even
Who
with the best
Draymond?
shooter on his team. Yes, even with the best shooter on his team, he almost has 500 more. He has 700 more rebounds. He has 800 more assists. He has 146 more steals. He got almost 60 more blocks. Oh, my bad. He does have more assists. He has almost 90 more blocks. Field goal percentage. Kmart has a better field goal percentage. You already know who has a better 3-point percentage. And free throw percentage, Draymond has a better free throw percentage. Their best playoffs, I mean, we can keep going down these lists. It's going to all look the same.
Hey, cuz, let me
So
tell you
it's going
something.
to all look the same.
Let me tell you something. Career defensive rating. Kenyon Martin 101, Draymond 104. Kenyon Martin played in a league where it was more post than anything. Draymond played in a league where it's more jump shots than anything.
Exactly. So you telling me. Think about what you're saying. Think about it
Absolutely.
compared because
That's what
you
I'm
trying
saying.
to say the post game. That's fine. Now, when they run out there and they run picks, Draymond has to hold the guard. Draymond not just holding big men. They wasn't running that through guards when Kenyon Martin was playing for real. Even the point guard scoring 30 now. Look at Shea. That wasn't happening when Kenyon Martin was playing. Kenyon Martin gets switched up on the smaller guard most of the time. They're gonna throw it in the post to where the little guard holding the big man. Now they're gonna put Draymond on that island by himself, and Draymond succeeds. It's win-win both ways, however you want to look at it.
Cause think about what you just said. You just said they put him on the island. Back in the day, they fed the post where the big was on the little.
No, you just missed my point. I just said it was right. Well, the big was on the little, so that means at this moment, Kenyon Martin is holding the little. They passed it down to the big, so now the big has a little on him. That's
Right,
nothing. That's no credit for Kenyon Martin. That's zero credit for Kenyon Martin.
right. But what I'm telling you is, you just proved my point.
How?
Because back then they threw it in for the easy buckets. Now we got more
Right.
athletic players and stuff. They want to prove that they can score on anybody.
That's the point. And then if Draymond is holding his own, so how is that proving anything for you?
Bro, I I agree. Draymond hold his own sometimes, good, but don't sit here and act like
That
Draymond.
he's a better
Bro,
defender?
no,
I will.
nobody's holding Shea, bro.
I will add like I bet you Draymond feet got better footwork than King Martin.
Cause he should have better footwork than Kenyon Martin. He's
Why?
6'6".
Why? What's King Martin? 7 foot? He's not. You acting like King Martin some big tall. He's athletic. He's supposed to be able to do things.
Cause
He's
we don't
six
know
nine.
what Kenyon Martin can and can't do. He ain't
King
never
Martin
been put
six
in this
nine.
situation.
He was the number one option. What do you mean?
Cause he was the number one option for what?
Long
For the
enough.
Nets.
Long enough. What
For
you
the
mean?
Nets.
Yes. For the
On the
Nets.
Nets team that had Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson,
Number one option.
Jason Kidd.
Number one option was King Martin.
All right.
Number one option was King Martin. Or if you want to go even further, if you want to say he wasn't number one, number two option was King Martin.
Cause Draymond ain't been no number one or number two option.
My point exactly, and got more points and more
Oh
everything
my
as a
god.
number three option. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. More
Oh.
All Stars, more all that as a number three option. Thank you,
Cause that man, oh my god.
thank you, cuz. Thank you,
If
thank you.
I promise you, if I was on Steph Curry team, I'd be an all-star.
How? How? Like I don't think you only see that at one sided. Yeah, we get more attention because Curry on our team, but I still have to do my part to be an All Star.
Cause if they leave me open, I promise you I can get 10.
Bruh, do you know it's so many people on that team that not having a successful year being on that team? If that's the case, Moody
They
should
ain't
be a
playing either.
no. Moody should be an All Star. Who else? Who else would have had? Well, David Lee might have had one All Star. David Lee
Yeah,
should have had multiple All Stars.
David Lee in New York was a problem.
Okay, we talking about playing with Curry since you're giving so much credit to Curry. All these folks should have All Stars because they play with Curry.
You know what? Get Myron on the line. I'm sick of this.
Nah, nah. We're gonna go on fast forward.
All right, let's go.
We'll revisit. We'll revisit this mess.
Yeah,
But
okay.
you up S Creek talking crazy. Talking crazy. What we going to? Our next point?
Yeah,
No,
I believe.
matter of fact, no, I want to go straight to it since you brought them up, and then
Okay,
we get into the deeps of what we really want to talk about. You already brought your boy up.
okay.
Uh, we're gonna let our producer throw in that video that really sparked this conversation. How they treated him after his first win as a starter. So now that you've seen what we're talking about, we both disagree that he should not be treated like that, point blank. What he can do for this team and this franchise is it's mind blowing. But because how they feel about him, they wanna they wanna just tear him down and hold him down and not
Hmm.
accept the greatness that can come with that. Just like right now, we were just excited. Even though they down 10-8, Shador has a great and a bright future if you give him a chance. I fully agree with that. And probably gonna end up with better numbers than Cam, and he ain't get to start but the rest of the season. And that's if they don't find a way to bamboozle him out of this. Now, am I saying he a better quarterback? I'm not going that far, but I am saying he's better than they're giving him credit for. What you got, bro? 'Cause I know that's your boy.
So I listen to a lot of sports talk. Um, I listen to my boy in the barbershop. I listen to, you know, this G Boog in the barbershop. I listen to the Ultimate Cleveland. I also listen to ESPN and Rex Ryan and Cam Newton and Stephen A. And I'm really kind of in a way. So I really feel the type of way. And I'm gonna tell you why. Shador is a kid, bro. He has done everything right. He's done everything you asked him to do. Shador has been a starter his whole entire life. Can you imagine doing something your whole life and then all of a sudden not being able to do what you've done your whole life and people expect you to be okay with it? How do y'all expect this man to react for real? He's been the guy his whole entire life. And for whatever reason or not, even though Dylan Gabriel, who had a great career at Oregon, who was a good quarterback at Oklahoma, who was injured a lot at UFC, Dylan Gabriel, college stats, he played 6 years, bro. I don't think Dylan Gabriel has ever been a better quarterback than Shador. I also understand they taking him in the third round and they like, okay, well, in the third round, we got to take him. You know, this is the quarterback of the future. I think it's very unfair the way
Hold
they
on,
should do.
hold on, son, stop. Go ahead.
I think it's unfair, bro, because you can't sit there and criticize this man for being who he is. Red, people don't know you outside of the podcast. They hear you on the podcast. They think that you soft spoken. They think that you don't really say much. Bruh, let me tell you something. The things that you do and you do well, a la winning the Spades tournament or the Uno tournament that you just won for the Thanksgiving, bruh, you talking about cocky. Bro, I don't care what nobody say. If you want to hear somebody cocky, get at the spade table with Red and see how cocky he is. Yeah, you.
Wrong
And
person.
don't and don't let him have Myron on his team. Because then it's really a wrap.
I'm just a Draymond on the
Boy,
stage. Huh? I just do my part, bro.
you see what I'm saying? See, do why Myron gotta be on the podcast. 'Cause I can't let you lie to the people like this.
I just do my part, bro.
Bro, what do you expect somebody who's been great and been the guy his whole life? Do you think he's supposed to not be cocky or not be confident? What do you expect
And,
from him?
and that's the main thing. I'm glad you said that because I think people confuse that word cocky and confident. Like at no point is he out there saying he is anything that he's not or anything that he hasn't proved. That's confident. Like you said, if I put in the work to become who I am, then why should I not be able to say things? But better yet, my number one thing I like to say is if y'all can talk about what I don't do, and everything that I can't do and how I didn't do this and do that, then why is it an issue when I remind y'all of what I have done? Now
Yeah,
I'm cocky. No, that's not cocky. That's why I can't defend myself. Because somehow you forget that I had a great year every year in college. I've had a great year my whole life. And I feel like as soon as you give me an opportunity like you're giving me now, I'm going to continue to show that I am a great player. Simple as that. I ain't never said I'm better than Peyton Manning. I ain't never said I'm Tom Brady. I ain't never said none of those things. But I have held up for myself because I'm the best version of me. Point
absolutely.
blank. I'm the best version of me.
And
And
bro,
I'm with you.
so that brings me to my next topic, and this is why it annoys me. I sent you a video today of Jason Whitlock talking about uh Prime and Shadur and how he feel like he cocky and he want his quarterback to be more humble and this, that, and the third. Red, I want you to tell me one player that has ever won at a high level continuously that's humble.
Only player I can flat out tell you because everybody has their own way. But the only person I can flat out say that just didn't show nothing, and you said continuously, so I can only go by college and now because he only won here. But
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts the only one. Jalen Hurts is the only one that I can flat out say never did nothing. Everything was team, and never by himself. Now what he do when them cameras off, I ain't
Hey,
got no clue.
now I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this situation. I'm glad you brought up Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts is the epitome of how people act when they win and they don't give a damn what you talking about.
That's real. That's real. That's real. And the
So
only thing I can
I can argue that Jalen Hurts' confidence and his cockiness and not is not giving a damn about what you said because I'm winning.
okay, so I can go back because that can backfire on us when it comes to Shadur. See, I think Jalen shows that I'm not new to this. I'm used to this.
Oh yeah.
So, so maybe, and that's what if they was trying to preach that to Shadur, like, hey, stop acting like you didn't never won a game before. I can understand. Now at that point, yeah, okay, Shadur, you're right. You've been doing this, but you've been acting that way since you've been winning. So it's a, you know, what I'm saying as they say, see, it's a here and there. I
Oh,
got it.
please don't say that.
I ain't, but I got it. So I see both sides. Now we watched that video, and matter of fact, we're gonna make sure. Go ahead, producer, put the little clip in there. Now we just heard what's the man name? Whitaker.
Whitlock.
Whitlock. See, can't even get his name right. Whitlock, straight out of Whitlock. All right, bro, straight out of Whitlock. But bro, the man just said he's not. He had to defend his conversation with. I don't think I'm anti-black because I don't want my quarterback to be cocky. If you want to be cocky, be a wide receiver. Do you hear how stupid that sounds? So wide receivers can be great. And if you remind yourself, I remember when Hopkins was the best wide receiver in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And you know he said it on the sideline, and that was the last year he was the best wide receiver in the league. The time he started saying it is the last year. People got on to LeBron when LeBron stated that when you the GOAT, you can't do that. Self-proclaimed GOATs. We ain't got to get into that. But my point about all that is, I think I lost you, but I'm gonna keep
Oh, I'm
talking.
still here.
Okay. But I think it goes back to this thing, bro. I don't think people like the fact that he is proving the world wrong. They was hoping, and I'm gonna just keep it real. In my opinion, they was hoping Dion hyped his son up. His son went to Jackson State. His son went to Colorado, which is I mean, it's a big college, but obviously, when it comes to football, they don't win. Made it to a bowl game. Blah blah blah. I got it. And they was thinking that now that he's in the league, he didn't deserve to be in the league, which is dumb. We go by stats. That's the dumbest thing we ever heard. We go by performance. That's the dumbest thing we ever heard. And now it's like when he start winning games in this league, they're going to continue to find ways to hate this man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
and
pull
you
it
and
apart.
and I'm so proud of him that it doesn't phase him. It didn't even phase Shiloh. It don't phase neither one of them. And I love the fact that that's how Dion brought him up. Like as Dion said, you a winner. And that's all I can say. If Shador ever was to listen to us, I would say, Shador, you're a winner, act like you're a winner. Point blank. Whatever that consists of in your life. If the way you've been winning, if this is how you act, then continue to act. Don't switch up because
Yeah.
these other than black people want to tell you that's not how you should act. And the black people that want to tell you that man, we don't care. We don't care nothing about what they saying. Keep winning. That's all we want to see. As a Shador fan, that's all I want to see. Keep winning. Point blank.
And bro, let me tell you something. And I know this might not ever make it to Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan, we don't give a damn about what you said.
You
Talking
ain't lying.
about being humble. He ain't in the film room. We don't give a damn about what you said, Rex Ryan. Not even a little bit. Because Rex Ryan, what have you done? You was in the Cleveland Jets. Y'all won a playoff game with Mark Sanchez, who ran into his own players behind and fumbled the ball. Whoop de do.
Whoop that dude.
Whoop de do. But where you at now? Are you still coaching? Why you ain't still coaching? Cut it out, bro. You need to get somewhere and get and study so you can get back to coach. You supposed to be one of the best defensive mind. Guess what, Rex Ryan? You got in the NFL because of your daddy. But yeah, you want to talk about somebody who daddy played. Come on, man. Stop it.
Yeah, I think I said it, and we're gonna move on after this. I said it a while back. I feel like a lot of these folks hate Shadur because they hate the greatness of his father, and they hate that his father has an offspring that's gonna be just not as great, but going to be great as well. I think people
Bro,
don't
this
like
what
that.
Jason Whitlock said. He said he being raised by an NFL cornerback who was who didn't have to be humble. So that's why he not humble. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up.
but so in that case, then that makes you ask the question: then why was it okay for Dion not to be humble then?
Hey, bro, Archie Manning in Texas beat Texas A&M. He came out and said we can beat anybody. They don't want him to be humble after he won one big game.
Of course not, because he's supposed to be the best out there.
Okay
He
then.
the, he the face of college.
Okay then.
But that brings us to what we be talking about all the time when we be saying
Accountability.
things. Definitely, bro. Accountability, and this the one that just hits home, man. As our producer gave us some notes, man. That whole blame versus ownership, that one sticks out the most to me. Cause I ask the questions all the time, like, bro, man, you just had this conversation all the day, and I just gave a reference, and like I said, it's no shot at nobody. But I just gave a rest when it comes to fitness. Like I'm not where I need to be. But guess who? Guess who fault it is?
Yours.
Yeah, it ain't the gym fault. It ain't them fries I ordered fault. That double stack. It ain't their fault.
No
It ain't
onion. Add mayo.
none of that. Cause I don't eat none of that. Ketchup only. It ain't their fault. It ain't their fault. It ain't their fault that that I got a shake with my Chick-fil-A. It ain't
Man.
their fault. It's my fault. And that's what I be wanting the world to understand. As soon as we start taking accountability of our own, the world will change at some point. And I'm not gonna get into the battle because you already know where I want to go with it. Because this is really about women, but they swear we beat women up. So we're gonna let them make it today. But I'm going as an all the way around. At some point, you have to understand when it comes to having things to do. I have an assignment due next week. It's not no one fault that I waited the day before to do my assignment. And now I'm stressed out. Now that y'all are here, as in let's just say me personally, now that my kids are here, my wife is here, now I'm overwhelmed because I don't have the time to do my work or blase.
Mm-hmm.
Who fault is that? That's my fault. I had a week.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Mm-hmm.
a week. I could have took an hour out of my day each day and did it. Just go back to the gym. I can easily take an hour. Like people don't understand. Even if you like strolling, you can stroll on a treadmill. You can be just like that. Walking. It don't take much. It doesn't take. It doesn't take much. Just do your part. Do your part. That's my thing about accountability. Accountability is hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, but a lot of y'all need to start taking y'all medicine.
Hey, bro, you know what I say all the time. The 5 P's of success. Proper planning prevents poor performance every day of the week. If you don't plan properly, your performance is gonna be just like your planning. Trash.
Yes, 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 yes.
It is what it is. I
That and
have
that's for
not gained weight because the gym is expensive. I have not gained weight because it's cheaper to eat fast food than it is to eat a salad. I have gained weight because of my relationship with food and how I like it.
yep,
That's a me thing. Now, granted,
yep,
you've been on my case. Everybody been on my case. You got my doctor. You got Jessica been on my case. You got Shavonna been on my case. Everybody been on my case. And guess what? I've decided that I'm changing my lifestyle as well as my relationship with food. I've already seen dividends this week. I've lost 5 pounds.
a win is a win.
A win is a win. But you also got to come to grips with yourself. You got to admission is the key. You can't just walk around blaming everybody because you ain't as big, you ain't as small or as fit as you should be. And it's your fault. You tired of looking at all the fit people on you scrolling on your phone, you don't see nothing but 6 packs and legs, and you upset. Want to blame the skinny people for being skinny. Like it ain't your fault that you big.
That's real.
At the end of the day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to say, it's my fault. Guess what, Red? Somebody told me a long time ago, you know what they said?
What you got?
All you got to do is look into a specific place and it'll change everything. You know what that was?
Well, I was say within, but a mirror
A
the same.
mirror.
Okay,
You got to do
I
nothing but
like
look at the
that.
mirror.
I like that.
That's all you got to do. Once you look at the mirror and you see what you don't want to see and you see what you want to see, it's a difference between the two.
I like that. I like that. I think one that we like. Uh, I wanted to stand out anyway. It says you have changed versus you grew, and I really love that because when it comes to the way people see you, they see a change. First off, all change is not bad change, but change and growing is two different things. As what's the word? People are in your life to either help you or hurt you.
Reasons and seasons.
That's it. Simple as that. Even Demario told me that one time. It's like people come in your life for one or two reasons. Either help you or hurt you. Either they're gonna pick you up or they're gonna hold you down. And you already know we as blacks definitely in this world are crabs in the bucket, bro. That's how I
Boy,
think. That's how I think.
Red,
And
you about to start something now.
well, no, I want to go into it because we're crabs in the bucket, man. And I use that because me and you talked about the other day of just being able to compliment one another and being able to not just compliment, but being able to ask you to be accountable, if that makes sense. As in, if you tell me, bro, I want to be healthy, then if I come back at you when you're doing unhealthy things, that should be a great thing as a friend. You should be looking at me as a man, my boy really care. But no, I look at you as you judge me, you hating, you don't want to see me succeed. Or my favorite line when folks do things, they'll say, no defense of what you just said. 'Cause you just had an accomplishment. So hey, matter of fact, let me for your accomplishment 5 pounds. But you'll have folks that be like, man, I lost 5 pounds in 3 weeks. What? And you want me to? I mean, I'm proud of you, but you know deep down the reality, you didn't do what it took. In them same 3 weeks, you were still eating Debbie cake. You might
Yep.
have walked.
Yep.
You might have walked. But
Yep.
this weekend you made sure to make up for everything you did this week by
Absolutely.
eating. Yeah, come on, like that's accountability, bro. That's
Bro, and I'm
accountability.
I've already told my nurse practitioner or my doctor that I'm bringing her on the show. And she said she coming. Um, the last time I went to my doctor's appointment, and Shavonna's at clinicals, right? So Shavonna's do clinicals with my doctor, and she at clinicals. And so when she walk in, I already knew Shavonna is with her. So I can't lie no way, cause if I lie, Shavonna right there, she just gonna tell her that I'm lying. So instantly, cause no matter what she said, my answer was always the same. Hey, I'm ready for a change. Whatever you need me to do, I'm ready to do it.
That's real.
Me and you had this same conversation. When you was holding me accountable, hey cuz, you need to go ahead, get outside and get your mile.
That's real. I read the thing the other day. Nothing is more embarrassing as a father than showing up to your school, your son's school, and looking like you ain't never did an athletic thing in your life. Nothing is more embarrassing to your child than that. Kids really love to brag on their parents. I love the fact that my son can say things like, "My dad can do push-ups," and all those type of things. Now, I'm sure whatever level you want your child to see you as in, if your child says, "My dad can do all this computer thing," blah blah blah, it's always a flex. But health gotta be top three on the list.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody wants their dad, and no offense to people who has conditions, but nobody wants your dad coming in who has to walk on a cane and can't play with you because of the decisions they
That
made
they made. Yep.
health wise.
Yep. Bro, but that takes me to a place of compliments with us as black African American men. I don't understand why we can't compliment each other, bro. Like,
Crabs in the bucket, bro.
and I gotta shout out Dion because what listening to him talk and all that over these past however long I've been following him, bro, Dion don't mind complimenting nobody. If you look good, guess what he say? Hey man, you look good, man. Bro, our version of complimenting each other is, hey man, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Man, what is my caramel self gonna do with your light skinned hands?
Yeah, you gotta cut yours off first.
Right? And think about what they're saying, bro. I gotta bring me some pain to grab your hands to bring me some pleasure.
Yeah,
So my hands can't bring me pleasure, but your hands can. That's
yeah.
absolutely insane when you think about it.
It's your world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a
You
nut.
know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But no, but I love. We laughing about it, but honestly, like I love the fact that we attempt to compliment. But you made a great point. Why is it so hard? And I feel like it's not just black. I think it's blacks. I think it's mainly in black. But it's not just that. It's the world you brought up in. Because I can remember being younger, like you didn't want to be seen as what they see black people as, if that makes sense. Like that's not how I want to be seen. So what I do, I try to do things to show that I'm a little different. But now that I feel a little different, I ain't trying to help the next person feel a little different. Because I'm
Nope.
still working on myself, trying to feel a little different. And then you can't say, if I know what I've been doing, you can't say that Ralph and Red are alike, and Ralph ain't been putting in that same work as me. And I feel like that's our biggest thing. Like everything is a comparison. And I don't know if it's nothing in this world that can change the fact that that's men in general. I think women do it too, but men for real. Everything is a competition. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably a flex in order for how women see us. We want her to see me as the better candidate than
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I don't stay in no trailer park as if I did something. The fact that my mama got a little more money than yours. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
bro,
We compare
bro,
everything.
bro.
I wore
And it,
Jordans to school. You wore Reeboks. What does that mean? I had on shoes. You had on shoes.
bro, it's all about the status quo, bro. It's all about the status. What's funny about it is you ain't buy none of it.
None of it. That's what I just said. I used to talk. Matter of fact, Benny, prime example. He used to just really get down on the fact that he thought we was rich, bruh. So you mad at me because my mama married somebody and they had a few things they liked. My daddy had a motorcycle and a car. We rich. We? My daddy got a motorcycle. Red going to school. Red still eating bologna sandwiches. Red eating dairy cake like you. Red stealing bikes outside just like you.
Yeah.
Like you, I don't understand it, bro. I
Yeah,
don't
bro.
understand.
It's
Red got a house, a bigger house than you. No, Red don't. Red mama and daddy did.
it's the narrative, bro. It's the narrative.
Yeah.
It's the narrative. It's the narrative. But that might be all they can handle today, Red, because it was on fire today. It was on fire today.
Yeah, yeah, we can pick back up on this because that
Yeah.
compliment is really one that I wanna. We'll jump back on that. What's that part two next week, man?
Yeah.
Compliments,
Yeah.
because I might go down the list of all the old school slick compliments.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Walk
Yeah.
us, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then we could just beat up on it next week, man. Hopefully people chime in and they give us their opinion on. But what we want to leave you guys with is always the same, man. It doesn't take much to lift up your brother. Like I don't think the world understands that how far that goes. If I pick you up, then you might pick the next person up, and they
Mm-hmm.
might pick the next person up. As my auntie used to tell me always, it's okay to be nice because you never know what type of day that person had.
Mm-hmm.
And she said all the time, she said that man could be riding in his car and he could be saying the next person that say something crazy to me, I'm gonna blow his head off.
Yep.
And you never knew that you being nice could have changed that day. But
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it there, man. It
Each
doesn't
one
take
teach
much to
one,
be
Red.
nice.
Each
That's
one
it,
teach
bro.
one.
That's it.
And this would be my challenge to some of you people. The next time you in the drive-through line, pay for your food and pay for the food with the person behind you.
Especially if I'm behind you. My bad, go ahead.
Pay for the person food behind you. Do a good gesture, bro, and watch how good it feels. And you ain't got to sit in there and watch them, how they gonna react. Just drive off, because that ain't what you did it for.
That's it. That's it. That's the biggest problem with blessings. You want to count your blessings as you doing. If it's a blessing, just let it be a blessing.
Just let
I
it
don't
be a
care.
blessing.
I don't care if he a junkie. That ain't my business. I don't care if he homeless or not. I did my part for what I believe. That's it. I ain't gotta worry about if he got more money than me for real and he's standing on the street. It's not my business.
Ain't
And
my
if I'm
business.
that much worried about it, then don't donate.
We got to get the pastor back on for that one. But hey, man, y'all already know how we do it, man. The one thing about us, we gonna always keep it real, raw, and relevant. Thank you for today's episode of the Rated R Podcast.
This is the Rated R Podcast. Real, raw, relevant. Thanks for riding with us. Hit subscribe, drop a review, and we'll catch you on the next one.